Well, it's still before noon, so we're getting a earlier start than normal today. It snowed last night, but the ground's too warm. It ain't gonna stick. There's little patches behind me out there, snow, maybe a little on the roof behind me, but overall it's just not gonna stick. Oh, we're here about Cutty Sark Prohibition edition. It's blended Scotch whiskey. I've had this bottle for a couple of years. It's been open for a couple of years. And the fill level's down to right in there somewhere. It's one I've reached past quite a bit. I just don't reach for very often. And just, I don't know. Just one of those whiskeys that just kind of lingers, and you just kind of go, oh, and it's one of those that you just kind of, oh, I'll do this one, this one. Finally, it's time to do it though, because it's lingered on the shelves. I still see it occasionally. I don't think they make it no more, but do not quote me on that, because I do not know. And that's the truth. But it still shows up on shelves. It's still around on shelves, and I still see it once in a while. This one it's non-chill filtered, says so on the back. It doesn't say anything about color. And it does say aged in hand-selected American oak casks. So, we would like to think they're all hand-selected. We just hope they're not just filling any old oak cask, you know. But you never know. It's 50% ABV. So it comes with a good proof for blended Scotch whiskeys. Don't normally come quite that high proof. Got a little chill going, so I want to stay warm as best I can while I do this in the review. Let's get down to it for you guys. Vanilla. A little caramel, some smoke, stewed fruits, apples mainly. You don't think of peat when you think of smoke. It's just got that smoky character. Medium gold. Washes around with a little bit of viscosity. A little bit of almost like in the fall when you have dry leaves laying around. Just a little bit of that lingering in it for the palate. Smoke. It says black pepper, cracked black pepper and toffee on the back. Oh, definitely get the cracked black pepper. That is a spicy note coming through here. Vanilla, the stewed fruit stick around. No toffee. I don't get none of that caramely, chocolatey, slightly biscuity note that you get with toffee. Or graham cracker really is more applicable. I don't really get that kind of note out of this that I associate with toffee. I do get some caramel though, caramel, however you want to say it. And that balances some of that sweetness out in it. I mean, well, the sweetness from that balances some of the spiciness from the cracked oak. The smoke does linger. That's a little long, creamy mouthfeel. It does. It's got a good medium. It's got a longer finish than what you normally get from a blended Scotch whiskey, but I think it's got a higher proportion of malts than grains. There is a little grain that shows up in this, especially toward the tail end of the finish. Think of granola, that kind of grain you get from granola cereal. Excuse me. Pretty good. I mean, I reach past it a lot, but overall it's pretty good. We're only going to pour a quarter of this thing full. My universal teaspoon measurement. A little different than Ralphie's because I ain't carrying a spoon or a dropper into the woods with me, or into the field, or to the fishing, or wherever I'm at when I'm out away from the house. I'm at the house today. I have too many things to do to take a little trip today. Give it just a minute to meld. More of the stewed fruits show up. It becomes a little more fruity with water. The smoke dials back a little bit. The vanilla stay there. More of that stewed fruits, stewed apples, stewed cherries. And cooked down. A little caramel. The vanilla stays there. Black pepper dies down a little bit. Doesn't have that bold black pepper note to it that you get at the 50%. Overall, this is a good whiskey. It really is. It's not bad. Not a great whiskey. Just a good whiskey. And for blended Scotch malt, 50%. It does the trick. There's a lot worse choices out there. There's a few better ones, but there's a lot worse choices out there. For my personal, this is just a personal opinion. Score-wise, I'm gonna give it a score without water because I prefer it without the water because I like that cracked black pepper note that says it gets that you do get on it. I'm gonna say 85 out of 100. It's a solid 85 out of 100. It's definitely drinkable, nothing wrong with it. If somebody offered me some, I'd have no problem getting it. Would I ever buy another bottle? Probably not. There's a lot of things I'd rather have than this. But I would encourage, if you've not had it, to try it, because there's a couple of reviewers of this that's really thought very highly of it. Higher than I do. But we're all individuals, so. Anyway, I'm done with the review on this. It's wet. Water is dripping off of here from the snow melting. We'll get done with this and go inside and warm up and edit it. So remember, the spirit in your glass ain't running from you. Take your time, sip and enjoy it. You'll be better for it, as will we all. Everyone, have a wonderful afternoon.